I am Aarote, Junior College Teacher, RBNB College, Srirampur. Subject Biology. Topic name Systematics of Living Organism. In between topic Systematic of Living Organism, today we see a subunit that is Kingdom Fungi. Kingdom Fungi self-indicates these are the heterotrophic organism or rhizoplants. Plants. They will be grown abundantly to the everywhere in surrounding or as an environment. So these groups show the extracellular digestion. Probably fungi will be grown on moist, humid and warm places. So suppose we see the body of fungi is unicellular to the multicellular. Unicellular to the multicellular plant body. What is meant by unicellular? That is some fungi are unicellular, but some are the multicellular fungi will be found surrounding to us. So these unicellular fungi having the hair-like plant body, it is known as the hyphae. Suppose see best example on bread, the fungi can be grown. These fungi will be found on the bread. That is fibers or a thread-like hyphae will be grown on it, and it will be penetrates in bread and very easily grown on dead and decaying matter or as decaying materials. So some are the unicellular or as a hyphal-like fungi will be found. Some fungi like of the mushrooms, these are the large fungi having the compact mast cell. If we see surrounding to us, that is the agaricus will be found into the rainy season. They will be grown on the cow dung. These agaricus, these are the poisonous, but grown on the everywhere because they will be grown on the cow dung. That is, these are the saprophytic, and size of these fungi having a very large, so the compact mass of the cell on this fungi can be found. Then unicellular fungi have a protoplast. These protoplasts contain the many nuclei. Best example for the rhizopus. These rhizopus will be grown on dead and decaying matter. Probably it will be grown on the bread. These fungi having the fiber-like structure. Some fungi are unicellular. That is the best example. You always know about the yeast because these yeast are used into the fermentation industry, that is bakery industries. These are the parasite. These are also the saprophytic fungi. These are the unicellular fungi. It is also known as the Saccharomycetes. These Saccharomycetes is nothing but the yeast. These are the unicellular fungi. They are used into the bakery industries as well as fermentation industries. These are the probably found everywhere. These are the unicellular fungi. Then the filamentous fungi, it consists of a body is called as mycelium. If these are the these fungi will be grown, the rhizopus grown on the bread, these are internal parts, that is the hair-like structure, it is known as the hyphae. This hyphae is a thread-like or as a fiber-like. Then aerial part of these having the sporangium. These are the sporophytic body. This sporophytic body having the sporangium, and this sporangium contain the spores. These are the sporangium. The sporangium contain the spores. These are the aerial part of the fungi. If we see the hyphae, these are the hyphae are present in it. These are the root-like structure. In between these hyphae are septate or as a non-septate. It may be unicellular as well as multicellular, that is uninucleated as well as many nucleated, and the non-septate multinucleated hyphae are cenocytic. What is meant by cenocytic? Cenocytic means having the long cell. this long cell is not divided into the another cell. These are the, what is the Symbiotic? The cells are the long and elongated. It cannot be divided into as a another cells. These are the hyphae are the Symbiotic. Meaning of that, the cells are the long and elongated. If cell wall is made up by the chitin, in between fungi, the cell wall is made by the chitin. This chitin is a polysaccharides or fungal cellulose. You always know about this cellulose. In plants, the cell wall is made by the cellulose. So, like of this, the fungi, the cell wall is also made by the polysaccharides or as a fungal cellulose. Then, if we see the next character between the fungi, that is the mode of nutrition. What is the mode of nutrition? The mode of nutrition is a heterotrophic. What is heterotrophic? Because the plants, these fungi not contain the chlorophyll pigments. So these are the heterotrophic. They can. It is not a autotrophic. They have not ability to synthesize their own food material because these are the saprophytic. The chlorophyll pigments are absent in it, and most algae. Most fungi are the saprophytic. They are grown on dead and decaying matter. Some are parasitic as well as predator. Some fungi are the parasitic as well as predators. If we see the fungi, the all fungi are not edible. Between these, some fungi are the poisonous, that is the toxic substances contain or present inside it. So adverse effect on the body can be seen. Only the some fungi are edible. It is known as the mushroom. If we see the next point between it, what type of the reproduction? Reproduction is sexual as well as asexual type of the reproduction can be found, because lower fungi and higher fungi, that is microscopic to the macroscopic fungi. In macroscopic fungi, this asexual type of the reproduction can be found or as it takes place. This asexual type of the reproduction is by the fragmentation, fission and budding. What is meant by fragmentation? When at the cutting of piece of these fungi, it has ability again develop the new plants. Then fission, that is the cell will be divided. One cell get divided into two cells, that is the fission. Budding, you base the example, that is the yeast. The reproduction of yeast, that is asexual type of the reproduction. They are in the form of budding. Some fungi are symbiotic. Some fungi are symbiotic. What is meant by symbiotic? The best example for symbiotic example, that is the two type of the plants live together. One is the autotrophic, it is known as the algal. One is the algal member, other is the fungal member lives together. Algal member, symbiotic association of the fungi can be found. One is the algal member and other is the fungal member. The best example like it, that is the lichens, that is the mycorrhiza. These are the best example for it. In association with roots of the higher plants, these mycorrhiza can be seen. In symbiotic association, fungi have ability to absorb the water from the surrounding and protection of the algae. These absorbed water will be supplied to the algae, and in algae have ability to take this water from the fungi. They contain the chlorophyll pigment and synthesize their own food material, and this food will be supplied to the fungi. So both algae and fungi, that is phycobiont and mycobiont, live together symbiotically. These are the best example for the symbiotic relation or a symbiotic association of the algae and fungi. These are also known as the pioneer on the earth, that is the lichens. Abundantly they will be found into the temperate regions. If then next, the fungi are useful as well as harmful. What is useful? What is harmful? That is toxic substances. They contain the toxic substances, that is the poisonous. When these are eaten by the human being, that is these are the poisonous. So it is known as the harmful fungus. So number of fungus are harmful, but some fungi are useful, and they are useful for the food of the human being because they contain the high nutritive value. So these mushrooms are edible, will be used into the diet of the mammals or as a human being. Some fungi like of the yeast, these are important. They will be into the bakery industries as well as beverages industries. So these are the useful fungi, will be used by the mammal or as human being. Some fungi are very important. They will be used into the medicine. That is best example, penicillium. You know about the penicillium. That is antibiotic are prepared from it. That is first penicillium industries or as a will be found into the Pune, Hindustan antibiotics. Then the penicillin is used for the preparation or as a formation of antibiotic or as a production of antibiotic to cure or to control different type of bacterial as well as fungal diseases. Some fungi like of the Puccinia, these are the very harmful fungi, will be grown on the wheat. They causing the disease like of the rust. This rust disease will be caused by the fungi like of the Puccinia. So these are the very hazardous to the plants as well as animals. Then unicellular to the multicellular and different type of the fungi will be found surrounding to us on the basis of their structure and mode of spore formation. That is, fungi will be divided into 4 parts, or as a 4 type of the fungi can be found. First type is the Phycomycetes. What is meant by Phycomycetes? It is also a common algal fungi. Phycomys, that is algal fungi. Mycelium have a aseptate sinusoidal hyphae. It grows on moist and damp habits on decaying organic matter. The aquatic habit or parasites on plants will be found. Best example, that is the mucor or as a rhizopus. Mucor or rhizopus grown on the bread. If we see the structure like of these are the mucor, these are grown on the that is the poli, chapati as well as bread. Then best example, that is the albigo. These are the disease causing, these are the parasitic grown on the mustard. These are the albigo disease can be causes to the mustard, mohuri. This disease caused by the albigo. These are also the fungi. Then a second type, these are the Ascomycetes. The meaning of Ascomycetes, it is a sac fungi. You always know about the sac like of the bag. These are the sac like fungi. These are the multicellular, rarely unicellular. These sac fungi or Ascomycetes are the multicellular, but rarely they are the unicellular. Best example for it again as a yeast are the best example for it. Then sac fungi is a decomposer, parasitic and coprophilous. What is meant by coprophilous? The coprophilous means these fungi grown on cow dung. This type of the fungi will be grown on the cow dung. Again, the morels, that is the truffles are fungi. These are consumed by the delicious. Meaning of that, these morels, these are the fungi. It will be consumed by the mammals, by the human as a delicious. Some neurospora is useful for the genetic and biochemical assay. The fungi like of the neurospora, they are useful for the genetic as well as biochemical assay. Then you always know about the aspergillus, penicillium, claviceps, neurospora, saccharomyces. These all type of the fungi are very harmful or as a causing diseases to the plants as well as animal. The next and important third type of these, that is the basidiomycetes. These are again as a type of the fungi. These basidiomycetes is nothing but the club fungi. Having, that is the number of fungi will be gathered together. They have branched septate hyphae. Example, best example, that is agaricus or as a mushroom. They will be grown on the cow dung everywhere into the rainy season. And these having the it is also known as the bracket fungi. It will be grown on the bark of the dead and decaying plants. If we see into the rainy season, this bracket fungi will be grown on the bark of the dead plant part or as a bark of the dead plant. Then ustilago, these are again causing smut disease to the best example like a jawar, bajra, sugar cane. Then Puccinia, these are the rust causing diseases will be found to it. That is, these are the causing diseases. It is not useful or as edible, but these are harmful to the plants as well as animals. Then last, that is fourth type, these are the Deuteromycetes. These are the next type, or is a fourth type of the fungi. It is nothing but the imperfect fungi. These Deuteromycetes, it is known as the imperfect fungi, which reproduce asexually. That is Alternaria, Coleotrichum are the best example for it. Alternaria, you always know about the Carpa disease on the onion, Carpa disease, or as a yellow or is a red spot on the leaf of the onion. This Alternaria causing the disease on the onion plants. So these Deuteromycetes are the imperfect fungi, and it causes the diseases to the plants like onion, that is yellowing of the leaf, or as a that is it is also known as the Carpa disease on the onion. So it was the four type of the fungi on their basis of the mode, structure and reproduction. First was the Phycomycetes, second was the Ascomycetes, third was the Basidiomycetes, and last fourth was the Deuteromycetes. So you always know about the fungi are the heterotrophic, that is saprophytic, grown on dead and decaying matter because they lack the chlorophyll pigment. So they are saprophytic, or as a parasitic, grown on the dead and decaying matter. They will be found everywhere. Some fungi are useful, some fungi are harmful. Fungi, different type of the fungi is useful into the different industries, or as best example, that is antibiotic industries for the production of the antibiotic, that is for the formation of antibiotics. Then some diseases also causes by these fungi, that is rust diseases, albigo diseases, or as a yellow spot or as a red spot on the onion. But they contain the toxic substances, so they are poisonous. Yeast-like fungi, these are the unicellular fungi. Probably they will be used into the bakery industries as well as beverages industries, that is fermentation industries, and some edible fungi. That is some mushroom, button mushroom, and so many type of the mushrooms are edible. They will be used into the diet of the mammals. Today we see only between these, that is these are the saprophytic or as a parasitic fungi. These are their type. Then next we see, that is in the next part of it. Thank you.